Alright, hello everybody. Coming at you guys with another video, another deck idea. So this one is focused around the newly buffed Living Tribunal, and obviously what he shines best at is getting power into hard to reach locations. So what best to do with him if not play lockdown around him. So I threw in pretty much every lockdown card that I thought was at least reasonably good. So we have Storm, Professor X, and Spider-Man, along with Jean Grey. So what this allows us to do is storm a location on 3, not really care about it on 4, and just do whatever we want to do on 4. And then the same thing with like Professor X. We're fine with just Professor Xing a lane just for the fact of doing it. Spider-Man does a similar effect, except we have more flexibility with Spider-Man. And then with this, we also have obviously Nebula. So if we want to win the Storm lane, we can throw power in there to give us a chance to win it. The other major thing that this deck does is it's running Magneto and Arrow. So that gives us the flexibility to shift their power into a location that they necessarily don't want to play into. So let's say they're playing some big like 3 and 4 costs in like a Surfer deck, right? Like they're playing a bunch of 3 costs, so we can Magneto them into a location that we don't necessarily care to contest. And then later we can, like if we have Limbo down, we could then Tribunal out of it, and same thing with Arrow. So it gives the deck a lot of flexibility, and then there's just generic, strong, high-power cards like Gamora, Iron Man, and Onslaught, which synergizes. The Onslaught Iron Man synergize well together. So that's what we're looking like. Obviously, if you don't have some of the cards, if you don't have Tribunal, recommend don't playing the deck, but Jean Grey and Nebula can easily be swapped out for just good rate 1-drops or curve filling cards. But if you guys enjoy the deck highlights, please let me know in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe if you want to see more decks from me. See you in the video. Alright, hopping into the first game. We have Storm and Magic, which is good. If we pull Tribunal, that'll give us more say as to how we want to play our Storm. But currently we're probably just going to Magic on 3 to give us some more time to play out our cards. Play Nebula over there. Pretty much anything Sakar pulls is good. No issues with Sakar. Magic, it's fine. We're going to play Magic anyway, so no issues there. We can storm the Nebula lane, get that brewing, which will be good. What are we looking at? Aunt May's. They have priority, so they might actually get the Aunt May buff, which is unfortunate because I'd rather just shut that down. I'm inclined to want to Jean Grey Limbo. Okay, so yeah, that's unfortunate.
Wind aid my hand.
I want to Jean Grey the Avenger compound, I feel like. So I can set up Iron Man, Magneto, and then pray for the Tribunal pull is what I want to do. Okay. Interesting.
Clear for takeoff.
Okay, wait. Okay. So that gives me a pretty good chance at Tribunal. 24 divided by 3. Wait, no. 28 divided by 3. We're looking at 9s across the board, I think? Which might not be enough to kick it through. Yeah. It's unfortunate they turned off. It's unfortunate that they pulled Monster Metropolis. Alright, hopping into game 1. I did make a small tweak to the deck that I didn't update in the side thing. I swapped Gamora for Stegron. I wanted to give it a little bit more flexibility, more like fluid curve flow, and not having to play a 3-on-4. So I want to play a 4-on-4, and then that also synergizes fine into like playing a Storm lane. I'm gonna dare to be bold here because I have Living Tribunal, so like I'm pretty free to go for a greedy Professor X into the peaks, and it's 5 power. Get away with it. Okay. That ensures that we do get the Nebula pop next turn.
Clear for takeoff.
Iron Man Onslaught, Living Tribunal, probably. At least Iron Man Onslaught in the right lane. So he has 2 2-power swarms. So there should be 28 there. I think I just want to play whatever my biggest card in hand is, which will likely be Arrow next turn. And we got a pretty, like, a decently favorable peaks, honestly. That, we were able to likely come away with the win here. Because, what's 8 times 4 is 32 power we're adding, right? I don't think he's gonna be able to keep up with that. Yeah. So, we got a decently favorable peaks. It did kill our Tribunal Magneto, but I mean, Professor X just secured a win for us, which is always good. Alright, let's get a dub here.
Easy peasy every time. What could go wrong?
Dom is here also for the moral support to
Tell him how
give
bad he's playing.
his occasional advice.
That's what I meant. Yep. You can onslaught the Namor to give a bonus power.
You're right.
Happy to help.
I see these are things I wouldn't have even seen. This is the high IQ play we have you here for. It's an ongoing, so onslaught it to get the better ongoing.
Exactly.
Imagine Psylocking to play High Evolutionary.
A little weird, but alright.
We are actively living in the best timeline.
You're not Professor Xing?
No, because I can Iron Man Onslaught Living Tribunal.
Okay, that's fair.
Trust me, I was looking at it. I agree with what you're saying. I don't know what's better, honestly. Like, do you think Professor Xing, like, I do it there,
I think there's no way he plays there.
and then I Iron Man Living?
Yeah. I don't know that that's the right play.
I mean, I probably still win 2 locations. Man, this guy is in the think
He's
tank.
thinking really hard.
Dude, he is deep in the think tank. Wow. So I'm not shutting down the Nova like I wanted to.
Uh-huh. However, he does only have 5 power there.
Well, yeah, what's 23?
Or you
That's
could
right.
magic. Oh, yeah, Magneto just...
That's why we have Magneto here. We have him to absolutely fuck shit up. And it's also more power than Iron Man. Oh my god.
That's tough that he got Nova.
Instead of what? Psylocke?
Because that kind of sucks either way.
I don't know what he was hoping to have happen there.
Do you win that?
Win what? What's I don't know what this power is. 21, 4,
26?
26 divided by 3 is 9s.
Yeah, which means you win Elysium.
I win 8 left. I win right left.
Yeah, because he... Yep.
Aha!
Beautiful.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't snap, knowing he won Professor X. Like,
Right, and you have to think you're winning Flooded too, right?
yeah, with being able to fly the Nova.
Yeah.
I was really looking, it was just like 18 is probably fine. Dude, what I live for is the possibility of magnetoing 4 things into Rickety Bridge. I don't think it'll ever be like useful ever, but like in my heart, I want it to be good. However, I can Spider-Man that. Now, there's a moral dilemma going on. On one side, Nebula will always gain power. On the other side, they are always going to be playing into this goddamn lane. These two sides conflict each other constantly. I want to keep Rickety Bridge.
Yeah.
And I don't like Bar Sinister.
Correct.
Because what am I gonna do? Iron Man it? Double all my zeros to a whopping 0. No, you bastard. That's fine. What if?
The bait deck you didn't know existed.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I could storm middle.
Yeah?
And then I honestly like storm middle, and then I can Spider-Man Limbo.
And Rickety Bridge. Okay.
No, Spider-Man
that too.
Limbo to force them into Rickety Bridge. You bastard! This little fucker. He thinks he's some cool goddamn cat.
I would Iron Man Limbo.
That's what I'm looking at. Iron Man Limbo, Living Tribunal Limbo and then Magneto Rickety Bridge. Because it looks like Surfer. This looks like Surfer.
Interesting.
Goose Polaris is throwing me into Surfer. If this is a 3 cost, this is Surfer. That's Surfer. That is 100% Surfer. And the fact that they didn't storm Limbo means they don't have Surfer in hand. So
Yeah.
I think I throw Tribunal early because I want to kill as much stuff as possible with Magneto. I think that is somehow funnier than what I thought could have possibly happened there. It's unfortunate that they have priority
Yeah,
because I need to hit the rogue there, but the interaction is funny nonetheless that happened. In their mind, they were making a real cool play to get hit rogue, please hit rogue. Hit rogue. Yes! Yes! I think we win. I think we win breaker.
Yeah.
Let's go. What did I say?
Very nice.
We counter Surfer. Let's keep the momentum high, baby. Oh yes, Super Flow into Jean Grey. Let's go. You love to see it.
Is that a you're putting Jean Grey there or a
Hard to say, isn't it? I think we honestly magic first. I think I magic this location. And then Jean Grey on 3.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I think Superflow benefits me pretty heavily, which is weird because a lot of the decks I play actually I don't like Superflow, but I think Superflow is really
That's a hot take.
well. I think I'm also Jean Greying into Limbo now. Motherfucker, turning that off. Well,
Or are you? Because you can Nebula. Yeah.
yeah. Nebula to Mer Island, then Jean Grey, right? Well, you know, so you know. I can also Stegron Mer Island.
That's also true. I think it depends what he plays here.
Yeah. I kind of like Stegron Mer Island because I could bounce into a Superflow.
Yep.
And then I can always Jean Grey Nebula another turn. Like. Yeah, I can Jean Grey. I'm always Jean Greying right because then I can get Mer Island control. Okay. Wait. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the Limbo play was. Or what the...
I actually think I want to do that because then I can Stegron a card out of Jean Grey and just keep making them have to play into Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Thanos. This makes sense. Welcome to hell, fucker.
What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, I could Spider-Man to make it so they can't play into Jean Grey.
Does that help?
Oh, why wouldn't it?
Okay.
What could go wrong?
Easy dubs. GG's on to the next.
Hit bishop. Please hit bishop. I guess I could also hit generic card number 3. So what I'm thinking the smart play would be if I'm him, would be bump that soul stone over and build Jean Grey this turn. Will he do it? Is another question, because this guy has been sitting deep in the think tank every turn,
He's thinking
going
real hard. Okay,
down
like,
to the
this is tough.
wire. Maybe this is his
Whatever
mind game.
will
He
he
thinks that
do?
like he's playing intense mind games with me at above 100, like rank 100. It's like, dude, it isn't that deep, I promise. He didn't even use space line. That's crazy.
Embarrassing.
What? Why did
That's
you play Jeff?
fantastic. The card that can move. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. Not gonna lie.
Fill that, and I'm looking at Spider-Man Superflow or Magneto Superflow.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this has to be. This is the Thanos Destroy deck. So I imagine he has a Killmonger.
I would be surprised if he didn't.
Which means Nebula's dead. Like, tough Nebula. Hate to see it. Is what it is.
Yeah.
However, I did shut down his Superflow, which is kind of cool. Oh, he just likes playing into Jean Grey, I think. I think he enjoys it.
I like.
Oh,
what
it
is
turns
he
into a
doing?
duplication on turn 4. Nope.
It's wild.
Super cool of you. What am I? Okay. So,
How many cards do you have?
3 in the deck.
And they are.
Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
Arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and Storm.
I think you play Onslaught
That's-
mid.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Onslaught mid into an Iron Man.
Because even if you don't get an Iron Man, you can still do like a Magneto or something, like something big power.
Mhm. Bishop went left. Iron Man, where are you? Okay, what is that?
That's
13
beautiful.
times 4. 51? Or something?
Dude.
52?
Right?
52, 59,
What is this game?
68, 71. Divide by 3 is 23? Yeah. No,
What-
24.
Yeah.
It's 24.
What
24.
game is
It rounds
this,
up.
guys?
It rounds up.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
This is Marvel Snap.
bye.
Okay. Also did Iron Man. Yeah, you
Yep.
win that.
Wait, he wins it or I win it? I win.
You win that.
25. 29, because we didn't account for the Island.
Yeah. Minor yet important details.